I telepurted. Anyways, language, my dude.
Hey guys, welcome back to
another YouTube channel.
Welcome back to another.
My YouTube channel.
Welcome back to another video. That's what I meant to say. My bad. I don't know why I was gonna say YouTube.
Anyways,
So today what we're gonna be doing is we're actually going to be reading the Paranormal Experience. What was it?
No. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to continue the paranormal series. But there's a little twist to this one. If you follow us on our Instagram and if you saw our community post on here, then you would have
seen
what we requested your guys' horror stories.
We're actually going to be starting like this little new series. We're going to be adding on to our Paranormal Experience series, technically. So basically, we have gotten some messages. There's actually one that creeped the heck out of Chelsea and I yesterday. We looked at each other. At the same time, we're like...
But that's going to be the last one.
Yeah.
So, let's get started. Here is one from Leah Slayman. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize with all my heart. Her story says, I said Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times, and I swear I actually heard someone scream. I haven't been in the bathroom for 2 months. Then one day my mom went in there and saw blood on the sink. We're actually considering moving.
I was in an after-school program. I grew up being an after-school kid where I was forced to go to this after-school program thing. And one day we just decided to do Bloody Mary in the bathroom. Me and my friends with the toilet. In Bakersfield, I don't want to say where I used to live, but back then when I used to go to Poly Elementary School, we would flush the toilet and say the name. And I remember one time after school, I did it with one of my friends, and then we went back, and then apparently a kid went in there and there was blood. And he heard and felt like something was in there, like a girl. And there was blood in the restroom, like all over the bathroom. And I guess when I told my teacher about it, my after school program teacher, she didn't believe me until I told her that I didn't want to go to the bathroom alone, that I wanted to go with someone as a friend. As a friend going with me because I don't want to be in there alone if there's blood. And she's like, there's no blood, like I'll prove it to you. And she went to one of the other teachers and he said the same thing. He's like, no, he's like, they told us to not go in the bathroom because there is blood in the bathrooms. And she's like, what do you mean there's blood? And she's like, there's blood all over the sink, all over the toilet, all over the floor. And we don't know where it came from.
Alright, this is from
Andrea052015. Shout out to you. When I was 11 or 12, my godfather gave me some furniture for clothes and a trunk bench. And my sister, my stepdad, and me were living in the room. The trunk was also there. And we were giving my stepdad a back massage. And suddenly we heard a little girl laugh. And we all froze. And my stepdad told us to walk to our godfather's house down the street, which is across the street, okay? Well, he showered quickly and he said he was in the shower butt naked and he heard the laugh again in the hallway, but he said, fuck this. He left the shower and ran to my godfather's house. We told my godfather. He said that the furniture was from a girl who had passed away recently. Let's just say we gave the furniture to our neighbors. Whoops. Honestly, like, you should DM us what else happens because we're actually like wanting to know what else came after that. Like, have they went through things or anything, heard things? Have they told you guys anything? Okay, so a little story of us. Another one. Well, me. Where I work at a studio. I'm a photographer, and there is a little doll, a little girl doll. So this little doll, basically what she is, she's our little practice doll. It's like a little practice dummy where we would practice how to pose and all in the beginning when I would start shooting. And we've always heard like these little noises. We've seen shadows in the studio way before everybody gets in. Recently, a couple days ago, my coworker went into the studio A, which is the one that I shoot in. And she says behind the curtain, it looked like 2 little feet were there, like 2 little shoes. And she looked back and there was nothing there. Oh, and then another thing, a couple days ago I had a sleep paralysis again, and I haven't had one of those in how long?
A few months, ever since you saw that one.
Yeah, I haven't had any sleep paralysis at all, and I guess I don't know where I had one. where I was next to my bed laying down and I couldn't move, but I had my eyes open.
And then was next to him.
And no, but that's after. I see like this little circle right next to me, and it was me making like something was making me like go in that hole and just look in that hole. It was like a black hole. And like my head was out of nowhere like in there, and then all you feel is like cold air going up in my face. And then at that moment I'm like, what the hell, like no. Like I try to push myself off, and then I see a doll, a little girl doll. I'm not saying it's her, but maybe it is, maybe I'm tripping out. But recently I found out that there has been stories of a little girl there at the swap meet, so maybe that's her. But at that moment I like say no, no, no. I look to my right and I see Ethan laying next to me. Like he's asleep, like he's like a little baby, like right next to me. And, well, because he's a baby, I don't know why I just said that. And like I looked at him and I knew something was trying to get out of me to go towards him. Like it was trying to attack him. And I was like, and I couldn't talk. I was like, no, no. And like I was forcing myself until like I started pushing myself towards Ethan. And I was like, no. And I grabbed him, but that's when Chelsea woke me up. She's like, it's okay, babe, it's okay, you're okay. That moment, Ethan and I both wake up at the same time. And I wasn't even yelling, so Ethan couldn't have woken up, but he woke up out of nowhere.
I'll see the next one.
Okay, so the next one.
So the next one is from Tati._.41101. When I was in 6th or 7th grade, I went to a friend's house for her birthday. She stays out in the woods, and I ended up staying the night there, where 2 other girls are also staying. So around midnight, we were in the room, and we had to use the bathroom. So we were all just kind of like, who should go first? Because her house is nice, but it's creepy as heck. When all the lights are on... When all the lights are, so me and one of the other girls were gonna go, but we didn't because we saw a red light that wasn't there before. She was little twin.
She had little twin brothers about the age.
She has little twin brothers about the age of 1. They were still in cribs, but their room had a red light, and all you hear from their room is a lot of stuff moving and being loud, like it was the sound of the cribs moving and stuff. I was so scared, I never went back.
You can explain.
So this is my cousin, but I don't want to be too specific. So you know, my brother died. Well, after he died, I stopped sleeping with my arms up, exposing my armpits because I felt like someone would tickle me while I slept, and I'd wake up to no one there. I still don't really sleep like that. So that's the first story. So back then she would sleep like this, but she doesn't sleep like that anymore, or like this, because she thinks, well, she feels like
something's gonna tickle her. That's creepy.
And that was her little brother, so I'd see it. He was really playful. Also in middle school, I would often feel my backpack. Oh, I remember she told me this when we were at the Y. Also in middle school, I would often feel my backpack loose or gain weight. I would be walking home and all of a sudden my backpack felt super light, like it wasn't there, or like someone was lifting it up to help carry it. I'd turn around to see who it was and no one. I know it was my little brother, the one that passed away. Or sometimes it would feel really heavy or like it was being pulled down by someone, and I'd turn around angry because it hurt and no one was there. So best for last.
So this is from Eric Renteria 01. This one was the one that me and Chelsea both read last night, and we were both like, like, that's crazy. So I went to visit my cousin in Denver for about a month. My dad lived there, so I went mainly to see him. But it was nice to see everybody. Now, when I walked in for the first time, I could tell this house was old. LOL. It wasn't until like my 3rd day there that I noticed something was off. It was a small house, 2 bedrooms, a room that was an office / guest room where I stayed, and living room plus a bathroom and a kitchen. There was a long hallway in the middle of the house that basically connected everything, and no matter what time of day, I always felt like someone was watching you. That was just the beginning. It has been a long day of sightseeing and just being out with the family. I was left alone at home because they all decided to go to the bar or something. I don't really remember, but it was just me and my little Shih Tzu they had. I was watching TV and just relaxing, really, when out of nowhere Gizmo, which is the Shih Tzu, jumps off the couch and stands in front of the TV, but facing me. So I'm talking to him, trying to get him to come back, and he's like ignoring me, which is strange because he's kind of an attention whore. He just kept staring at the ceiling behind me. I look back and there's nothing there. I look back to Gizmo and he's just looking at the wall left and right. I look back and there's nothing there. I look back at Gizmo and he's just looking at the wall. Left, right, up, down. Everywhere basically. Like he's following something and growling at it. And again, I look back and see nothing, so I brush it off. Thinking it was a bug or something and just keep watching TV. What felt like a minute later, it just gets really cold, like able to see my cold breath. Yeah, puppy. My cold breath. My warm breath. I didn't mean, where is it? I'm gonna start that again. It was, okay, so I brushed it off thinking it was a bug or something and just keep watching TV. What felt like a minute later, it just gets really cold, like able to see my breath, cold. And as I'm about to grab a blanket, Gizmo bolts down the hallway barking and immediately runs back. He's standing at my feet like he's ready to fight something and is like snarling or something. I've never seen him so aggressive. And I look down at the hallway and I swear I see a black shadow shaped like a tall, skinny man looking back. Mind you, it was nighttime. It's pitch black. It's pitch black in the hallway, in the hall. As there are no windows in the hall, nobody's home. And I'm legit like, oh my god, I'm gonna get robbed. But in the darkness, this shadow was darker than the hall. And nonchalantly turns and walks towards the bedroom. I turn on the lights and there's nothing there. The bedrooms and bathrooms are both empty. I'm alone with Gizmo, so I call my uncle and tell him what happened. He laughs and tells me they'll be home later. I was a little spooked, so I go back to the couch and end up falling asleep. I woke up after a while to Gizmo barking eagerly at the door, and my family walks in from the bar. Obviously, they are drunk. And laughing, they stumble in and greet, "What's up, primo? What you doing?" and stuff like that. I greet them and I ask my cousin's wife, their
designated driver,
and only sober one there besides me. Haha. If I can talk to her, she says yeah. And we sit in the couch and I tell her what had happened. And she gives me this look like, and I say, what? And she proceeds to tell me that there are 3 entities that she says live in the house. I damn near shat myself. She tells me there's an angry old man who's used to... Oh, no. I damn near shat myself. She tells me there's an angry old man who used to own the home, and they say he never really does anything, but he does make his presence known from time to time. And then there's a little girl who I found out later that literally everyone lives there has seen her on at least one occasion. I never saw her, but knowing she's around freaked me out. And what got to me was the 3rd one. I don't think I mentioned, but my aunt sees like ghosts, and she feels spirits and has okay. She doesn't claim to be a psychic or anything like that, but she feels spirits and has seen all the entities in the house. So it concerned me when she mentioned the 3rd entity. She told me there's also this 3rd one. He's rather mischievous, and like she tells me about a lot of the shit he's done. And it spooked me when she said, "I'm not sure it's human," and that creeped me out because it reminded me of Gizmo following something move across the ceiling wall. So if you guys can think back, it would be, what was it? Left, right, up, down. Like it was just following it and all that. So the rest of my time there, I never really saw anything again, but I could feel their presence from time to time. Oh, I guess that was the end of our video. We're gonna go ahead.
You okay? Was that a sneeze? A wannabe sneeze?
Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end off the video here, just because Ethan's getting a little fuzzy already. Go ahead and yell, Ethan. But we're gonna go ahead and end it off again here, and
Look at those thighs. Look at those thighs.
We hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you guys send us more of you guys' stories.
By the way, he's bouncing himself.
If you guys want to see more.
guys. While Edgar does the outro.
Actually, I already did it. So, bye, guys.